You are watching an Al Bear review. Cue the music. What's going on, guys? I'm back with the season finale Greenleaf recap. It's late. Thanksgiving was wild. It was a crazy week. Before I get into it, be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I was disappointed with the season finale. I really was, and many people thought it was great, and it was good, but I was disappointed because I was expecting a cliffhanger. You know what I mean? It just all came together. But I'm gonna just jump into it. I'm gonna just know and knock it out though. So the show picks off where left off last week. Skanks, still got the gun pointed at Bishop, and Corinne, she done came in and he yelling at her, telling her to get out, and Bishop tell Corinne, don't call the police, everything cool. And Bishop tells Skanks, he said, so you just not finding out that you ain't no killer, huh? And that's some big talk when you looking down that barrel of a gun. You know what I'm saying? I understand Skank is not a killer, but that's some big talk because all it takes is a little movement one way or the other, and the gun is going off. So, but hey, I guess that's why he Bishop. You know what I'm saying? He don't mind, talking that talk. So anyway, so while that's going on, Maxine, what the church made, the day with Lady May just ended. Maxine in the halls of Calvary telling May, lady girl, you just got yourself a church. And once again, don't know what sermon she was listening to, but it definitely wasn't the same one that I was, because Lady May did not impress me one bit. Lady May was just talking about self, and I don't know. Her life ain't as bad as she up there preaching that it was. But anyways, so Corinne runs and tells Lady May what's going on. Tells Skanks in there with a gun, yada yada yada. Then it flips back over to the Bishop and Skanks, scene, and Bishop tells basically to just go in peace and serve the Lord. And basically he dips out. He dips out. Then after he dips out, May comes in asking what's going on. And I'm like, then Corinne just tell you, yo, ex-husband, staring down the barrel of a gun, just come in there. I don't know, maybe it's because I don't like Lady May, so I'm picking at her, so I'm gonna just leave it alone. But anyways, Bishop tell May, don't call the police, everything is fine. It is what it is. So moving on, Charity gives Jacob and Carissa. We had Jacob and Carissa's house, and he letting Carissa know what happened, and of course Carissa asking all the wrong questions, asking like how and we find out that Charity called and let Jacob know what was going on. And I mean, I don't know, his level of concern in this moment wasn't really, because if I lived in the same city or town where my dad is, and I just found out, and that be it that, I don't know how old Bishop is, but I'm going to just say, for argument's sake, I'm going to say 70. I found out my 70-year-old daddy just got through staring down the barrel of a gun. I'm rushing by his side. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to sit there and tell my wife, whew, baby, it was a close call. My daddy was almost killed by Basie. But, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, Jacob, come on, like, have some, show some type of remorse and go see about your daddy. You know what I mean? So, anyway, y'all know last episode, the little girl, Zora, her little stupid behind, she came home, and Jacob tells Carissa, like, look, Zora back home, can we stop talking about divorce, please? And, he says, he can't keep fighting like this. He can't keep going back and forth with her. And, look, I feel like he shouldn't. Oh, Lord. I listen, this relationship here, I'm wishing they get a divorce. I'm going to just be real with you. Because I can't be on nobody's side. And let me tell you why. The reason I can't be on Jacob's side, because clearly that he don't want Carissa, which is why he, do what he does. You know what I'm saying? And he shouldn't have to use his grown daughter. Well, she ain't grown, she's 18. But he shouldn't have to use that as a bargain for them to stay together. You know what I'm saying? But that's one reason why I can't support Jacob. Second, and the reasons I can't support Carissa is because of who she is and what she stands for. She is all about self. She's the reason that everything happened, because it all started when Bishop sat Jacob down. She wasn't happy about that, and he cheated on her. So they went to Triumph, found out about Basis. She was like, we need to go public. So then once she became first lady and Jacob became pastor, she told Jacob to fire the accountant, and that left Tasha in charge. I mean, look, she want to be Lady Mae. She want that power and authority, and I just don't support nothing they got going on. So I'm not on either one of them side. But anyway, Joseph, the new accountant for Triumph Calls and Carissa. Well, basically he lets them know what they out. And Carissa was just like, after she hung up with him, Jacob was like, what was that about? And she was like, someone stole the church. No, they didn't steal it. They took it back and give it to somebody who ain't going to be as stupid as your husband and yourself to let these foolish type of things go on, under their leadership. But anyway, moving on, they done called a doctor to see Bishop, and basically he just told Bishop to get some rest. And May pissed me off here. She gonna tell Bishop that he should go to Percy's house and get some rest. I mean, I understand she's ex-husband, but if anything happened to her, she gonna expect him to be all, showing all type of empathy, sympathy, affection, attention. And I mean, after that type of experience, you say go to your friend's house and get some rest. I don't know. I don't know, Lady Mae. You just don't do it for me. But anyways. He tells her that they need to talk, and he apologized for not coming to her service. And then he had the nerve to tell Lady Mae the church is hers. And, she gets so happy and was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And, he told her that, she deserved it. And I'm just like, Bishop, did the doctor, slip you some Xanax, some painkillers that we didn't see? Because you're losing your mind right now. Because you're apologizing for not coming to the service that was set up to take your church away from you. Now you telling her the church is her. Bishop going through something. Maybe when he seen that gun in his face and he was this close from, going to the kingdom, he said, I bet Bishop crazy. I don't know what going through Bishop's mind anymore. And she's so happy, instead of saying like, James, we're not gonna worry about that. I want to worry about your health. She ecstatic. Once again, all about self. Can't stand her. So moving on. May is talking to Maxine and asking her how can she thank her for all that she's done, and basically, and then, May let her know that, it's not over. I got to go and have a meeting with the deacon board and get it voted in and all of that. And Maxine just said, become yourself, man. It's time for you to be May. She been May all along, Maxine. See, you've been out the picture for years, and you don't know this May Greenleaf. She has been her same selfish self all these years. She ain't nothing gonna change. But anyways, moving on, Grace is meeting with the deacon board. And Connie lets Grace know that the church is going to join Harmony Church. And Grace asks, why aren't, they asking her mother to take over? Grace must be on that weed or something. Because, not weed. Weed don't have you thinking it crazy. She must be doing some acid or something. Because out of all people, Grace, you don't want to be underneath your mother in the church. She done ran you off one time. She going to run you off again. And especially with the news you got last week. No. So they let Grace know that Lady Mae, no, we don't want that mess to continue. She tells, the deacon Connie tells Grace that they want her to step up and lead the church. And Grace was like, can I think about it? And, all this. And Connie said, yeah, but it's gonna happen with or without you. And I just wish Grace would just go ahead and take it. Like, stop thinking about it. Just go ahead and take the position. That way it can run down through the family. Even if you get tired of doing it, you can pass it off to Charity, Charity's son when he get older. You know what I'm saying? Cause Jacob, no. But anyway, moving on. May lets so we moving, in the hallway or whatever. May lets Grace know that she's meeting with the deacons later to give them the news about Bishop giving her the church, and Grace was like, "Mama, look, about that, the church is gonna join Harmony Church, and they want you and Daddy to retire and me to take over for a year." Of course, Lady May, they weren't in the church. This was when they was outside walking or something. The scene that they previewed to us, and of course, May got mad, talking about who she thinks she is, and all this kind of stuff, telling Grace she should have said no. And May, I just saved the church, and you telling me all of this so you can throw it up in my face, and you try to play the victim. And May, I'm tired of Grace. I'm tired of you blaming me, and having all these griefs and personal issues against me and all that kind of stuff. And Grace couldn't take it no more. Grace say, because May gonna try to say all that and gonna try to walk off, and Grace say, I got the blood results, and Lionel is my daddy. and May got humbled real quick, talking about something. What you gonna do with the results? Are you gonna tell Bishop, or because this affects me as well? And Grace was like, this affects me too. You lied to me about my daddy for 40 years. And May talking about some, her mistakes her mistakes are shameful secrets, and once they get out to the world, she gonna be embarrassed. And May claims she gonna tell Bishop, and she's so sorry, she didn't mean to bring all this pain to so many, and she gonna walk away crying. Well, look, this is my issue. I can't feel no type of empathy for May in this scene, because you were just talking all that talk when your daughter was trying to give you the heads up. You telling her that you just saved the church and she don't deserve it and you deserve it. Like, you just can't be happy for anyone but you. But as soon as somebody tell you about yourself, you want to start crying, playing a victim. You are no victim. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. But anyway, moving on, because I don't even want to talk about that too much. It's a scene later on in the show that I want to just really dive into. So moving on, Jacob finally goes to, visit Bishop. And, he tells Bishop that the board at Triumph want him to leave. And they told him that he is not worthy, which he isn't. And Bishop already know. And he asked, do he think it's possible he can get a job and preach under Mama? Or either Bishop told him to get a job under May. And I'm just rolling my eyes when I seen all of this. So Bishop telling him lies, talking about some, when I couldn't sleep at night or going through it, I turn the TV on and watch you preach and all this kind of stuff. And he was just like, well, look, son, your mom about to have a meeting with the deacon board. I can't miss this. You want to come? Bishop already, look, and maybe that was Bishop playing, because Bishop knew they weren't going to get that church to May. He just gave her even more arrogance and confidence to go in there and get shut down just so he can enjoy it. That's what I think. So now we're in the deacon board. May tell the deacon board that she is ready and to step up, and she has the support of the deacon. And Connie say, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. Connie say, y'all ain't putting us through this bull crap all again. And we the church is held hostage, and with y'all personal dealings. And May goes off saying they trying to keep her out of the pastor bishop's seat, and trying to conspire some mess against the Greenleaf family, and it's not gonna work. And they give May a petition that the members of the church have signed that basically said they want her and Bishop to retire, and they gonna join Harmony and Hope. And Bishop just sitting in the back was like, this how church works. You know what I'm saying? This is how it works. And Connie say, since y'all two care so much about how the church work, why have y'all personal issues draw the church down? Y'all dragged us through y'all stuff for 40 plus years. So May couldn't take it no more. She get up and storm out. And Bishop gonna tell the deacon board that May deserve this. And Connie say for the first time, it's not what y'all deserve, it's what the members deserve. And Bishop say, you know what? I know what Harmony and Hope is all about. They're gonna take all the money from y'all, and I guarantee you that Connie is gonna get a check cut to her after y'all join. And I'm just on this. I'm just trying to figure out what it is with Bishop and supporting May as being the next pastor of Calvary. What I mean, okay, May, you've had one service, one word that you spoke to the congregation, and now you feel like you can run the church. It don't work like that. And Bishop is just pissing me off by saying she deserved this because he high. He is high off whatever the doctor gave him to ease his nerves. I'm telling you, because it ain't making sense to me. But anyways, moving on. May, she goes pay Bishop. I'm from Florida, y'all. But anyway, she go give Bishop, a visit. And, he's just like, I'm going to Percy. It's about time for me to get on out of here. And she was like, I want you to come over for dinner. I'm going to cook and all. And I'm just like, so now you ain't get what you want. You backtracking. You trying to get Bishop to, make up for you not, compensate you for not getting what you want. I tell you, boy. So, moving on, Jacob goes and let Carissa know that Grace is going to be the new pastor of Calvary. And she already on assistant pastor. Like, you need to go and be her assistant pastor because Grace is going to mess this up and you can take over and be the head pastor. And I'm just like, see, this how y'all got in the mess the first time. And you need to see. And he was looking at her like she was an opportunist. Like, you telling me this and this time with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't stand Carissa. And Jacob just need to wake up and admit she ain't the one for him because he ain't attracted to her. And obviously she take the relationship down the wrong roads because of her selfishness. She looking at what she want, the status and the glory that she wants. And it affects him and his last name. Because I'm telling you, if he would have just sat his butt down when he got caught cheating with the office assistant the first season, none of this stuff would have transpired. But she don't understand that because she just is looking for an opportunity. And that's why I can't stand her or him, because first of all, I can't stand him because he's too dumb to realize it. She is not pushing him, motivating him. She is basically leading him down a road of turmoil and damages and stuff that it just can't be repaired. And then he gonna try to sleep with her and give her the D, throw her up on the table, tell myself the kid's not here. You need to talk some sense into your woman, man. If you gonna stay with her, talk some sense into her because she always talking sense into you, calling you stupid and dumb and all this other stuff. He just pissed me off. So anyways, moving on, we get the scene where Bishop and May, they having their little dinner or whatever it is, and she come clean about Grace not being his daughter and being Lionel's, and he was like, he not even mad, he was just like, now we're even, and she was like, that's all you got to say? That's the same thing I said was sitting on my sofa. That's all you got, Bishop? After all the tearing down that she been doing towards you, blaming you for every single thing that goes, that's all you got to say? Now we even? I'm just lost because then he said, she can't lose him over this because she already kicked him out and they divorced. Bishop going about this the wrong way. You supposed to stand up. What? What you just say, woman? I've been raising and paying that heifer bill for 40 plus years, and you tell me that my friend, ex-friend that just passed when you was sleeping with is her daddy? Both of y'all get up. We got to go back and read it and go back over the terms of this divorce because you ain't getting nothing. Nothing. I mean, Bishop, he let me down. Then it just turned into a romantic. She want him to move back in only because she ain't get to church and now she needs somebody to pay the bill. And I'm just like, he just pissing me off, man. He just pissed me off, and he was just like, I moved back in under one condition and we live like a real family. Bishop dropped the ball with this one. He dropped the ball with this one, and it really pissed me off to my soul because that's all you had to say, Bishop. That's all you had to say. I'm gonna leave it alone. Moving on. Quick scene based in a liquor store. He calls Tasha trying to sweet talk with her coming back, and she was like, "Nah, I told the FBI." Then next thing you know, she hangs up, and I guess some of the people that he owed, the Memphis goons who debts he haven't paid, they find him and they chase. They follow him around the store. He runs out the store, get in the car at Rochelle. They storm off and get chased. That's pretty much it. And then we get a scene when Aaron comes to see Grace and let Grace know her daddy left her $3 million and didn't leave him nothing. And Aaron said, "I don't want nothing. Don't offer me nothing. He didn't accept me as a man, who I am as a person." And she got $3 million. So, then moving on, Grace is interviewing for the pastor role with H&H, and she gonna get it. They love her, all that good stuff. And, they tells her that, they gonna pay her right and all that. They just want her to be the voice of the congregation and all that. So then we get a scene where Grace, she goes to, pay Bishop a visit. She letting him know about the interview and all of that stuff and saying how she don't trust him. And Bishop tells her that he's done with the church. He's done. And he tell her that, once Connie and the deacons are out the way, she gonna try to, get the church back and all of that. And Grace tells him that I done ran into some money I want you to use to pay off your IRS. He asked where it come from because he already know. He done put 2 and 2 together. I ain't your daddy, so your daddy done left you some money. And she was just like, just take it. He tells her to live by the spirit, not by the flesh. You're my daughter. I guess that was a good moment. And then the final scene, Bishop addresses the congregation. His last Sunday, he talking about Moses, a man of God with his faults, and Moses, a man of God. Moses was mad at God because he didn't trust in God, and y'all know he fell out, and we thought Bishop was dead because he told his ex-wife made it. This was the vision I had that God revealed to me about me dying. This is it. And we thinking Bishop dead. Then, we get the scene at the end where everybody moved back into the Greenleaf house, especially Jacob and Carissa, since they ain't got no money and no church. Is back how it started season 1. Carissa told Zora that she didn't tell her that she was going out last night, and she was like, I told Dad, and she said, your dad don't run nothing. This family runs through me. And I'm just like, Lord, be my strength, because I'm already sick of her next season. Zora and Sophia, they make up. Grace is not Grace. Zora going to counseling for liking men to beat on her. And I'm just like, yay, you. And then we find out that Bishop has not passed. I don't know how many weeks later it was. They're having a family dinner. Charity and her weird family with her son and her baby daddy and his boyfriend. I don't know, but but my personal, like I said, I didn't like it. It was a good show, it really was. But I wish they would have left me with the cliffhanger about Bishop, because I feel like the only direction the show is going to go in next season is Grace trying to take back Calvary. Rochelle going to expose Grace, whatever she did in Arizona. Bass is still going to be running from his debts, and Carissa going to be pissing me off. But it's just those simple things. I would have loved to see Bishop show some emotion when May told him that Lionel is Grace's father. That would have put me over the edge right there. But it was a good episode. It was not what I was expecting. I would have been happy if Basie would have shot Bishop, and we would have had to wait to see if Bishop was, living. I know some of y'all like it that we know that Bishop is still there. But, for a season finale, I like to be left on the edge of my seat wondering, what has just transpired. Is they going to live, die? And basically, we already know what next season is. Grace is going to try to take back Calvary, and that's going to be that. But that's all I have for Greenleaf this season. It has been fun. And I am looking forward to seeing all of you next season. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I promise I'm always be a Greenleaf fan. Greenleaf till I die. I'll see you guys later. Peace.